I'm MsFancyPantz. We're out here on the UCSD campus for Cinco Che Mayo here at the Che Cafe. Brought to you by this guy right here, Jehlad himself. Get to know him. If you want to get to know more about him, you can go to Jehlad, JEHLAD.com. Find out all about him and what he's doing. But we're going to take you into his brain right now. So, Jehlad, what brings you here? Because you're not even from San Diego. What brings you to San Diego to begin with?
San Diego and like living on the west side has always been a dream of mine.
West
for real.
side?
I think, and I have family here, so I've always wanted to just live here and see something different. And I've moved a lot as a child. I'm 24, so I've moved like 17 times in my life. Actually, this will be my 18th. So just meeting new people and moving around and just knowing that every single place that I go to will just have a good amount of connections makes me whole and helps me sleep. So
Awesome. Is this your first time out here on the West Coast as far as living out of those 17, 18 places?
yes.
Ooh, so you love the West Coast? What do you love the most about the West Coast?
People aren't really afraid to like make those connections. They are very nice and they're very approachable. I mean, everyone has their own thing going on, but to me, the West Coast brings that sense of, okay, we're all in the same community, so we should all unite and get to the same place, because we all want to be we all want to be at a higher place and a higher place of ourselves. So I think it just makes sense being out here.
Definitely. The weather's not too bad either, right?
Yeah, no, and the weather actually is perfect.
Yeah, and you've been all over. Where are you coming from recently?
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Ooh, it sounds cold over there.
It's freezing. I used to live in New Hampshire, which was even worse. My friends would all live on mountains, and that was so hard to get to their house. But it was also one of the best times of my life, because the summer there was perfect, and the fall weather. I mean, I miss it, but you really can't beat being here on the West Coast.
Well, you actually said that last summer was your favorite summer of all time. Why was last summer your favorite summer?
Last summer was like I graduated, basically. I graduated in 2017, but...
Where'd you graduate from?
Stonehill College. Okay. It was a small Catholic school, and there wasn't really too many people. It wasn't too much diversity. That's also what I like about the West Coast, too, is the diversity out here. Insane. I've never seen anything like it. It was almost like in terms of me admitting it, it was almost like a culture shock being out here, because it was the first time where just seeing the minority being the majority, if that makes sense.
I mean, that is California. The minority is the majority.
Yeah.
Out here. We're extremely diverse.
In terms of towns and everything, San Marcos, San Diego, everything. But I spent my time working with a lot of kids in this really cool music program for the AmeriCorps, and it was a Keys service program, so you just dedicate your time to enriching kids' lives through, we did a really cool production with this African tribal music, and it was really fun. It was a whole summer of that, but in between just us doing things with music and getting together in this Harambe circle, because it was called Camp Harambe.
I like it, Camp Harambe.
Camp Harambe, yeah, it was sick. And we were enriching these kids that didn't have that much time because they were in the city. We were enriching their lives with a lot of things like horseback riding. We went to the aquarium. We went to the movies, and it was just a good time. Went to a really cool Lego park place, and yeah, it was part of that. And I just loved it because I love being around people and being around kids.
That's great. That's great. And you're out here on a student campus. Why did you decide to create today's event? Today's
event was just because of getting people together and knowing that this area, especially Che Cafe, is. It comes together with a bunch of other like-minded people, basically, and we're all, like I said, we're all here together. We're all in the same place, but Che Cafe brings something different that you normally don't see when people are passing by every day, through the train, or not having that conversation or having that expression. So this was the place, and I think this generation especially, a lot of students have a lot to say and are very like-minded with everything they want to say. Yeah, it was almost like a Coachella vibe inside, with everybody there just supporting each other, just in their own unique way. Really a great vibe that you've created for today. But you're an artist too. Yes. So tell me about you as an artist. So Jehlad, is that your government name, your stage name? Is that just, what is that? Give us a little inside information. Jehlad is from Star Trek. Oh, so obviously I'm not a Star Trek fan. I just missed that one. Woo! All the Star Trek fans are like, what is wrong with her? She's not that fancy, right? So tell me
So Jehlad, okay.
It's from Star Trek. My mom named me, and I just kept the name because it's so unique, and hopefully she named my kids one day. But I'm a singer, songwriter, and I'm in 2 different choirs, 2 different bands. So I always like to keep busy. I go to like every opportunity I can, open mics all around here. I go 5 to 6 times a week to open mics, jams, and I have my own show. And then, I want to get back into musicals. I used to do musicals. Yeah, and I think it's like just the purest form of just spiritual expression. Like I was talking to my friends and telling everyone else. And yeah, Jehlad is basically someone that loves to be a part of that expression.
So where can we find Jehlad's music and artistry?
Jehlad music will, and it is on SoundCloud, Jehlad Akin, which is Akin, Akin. That's another name my mom named. And it's my Instagram name. You can find my Instagram, Jehlad Akin, one word, and on my website, www.jehlad.com.
Awesome. I love that. Now, what do we have in store for the rest of 2019 for Jehlad? I mean, after today, May 6th and beyond, because, what do we got? There's 6 months almost, a little more than 6 months left in 2019. What can we expect from Jehlad?
Definitely a lot more appearances, a lot more shows, a lot more festivals like this. You can't make anything up like this because people just love coming together, and if we want to have events like this, I would love to be the forefront of that and make it happen. But mostly 2019 will just be a lot of blessings and a lot of really good live performances, a lot of good singles that are coming out very soon. I just got to get into the studio, and I promise that'll happen.
Awesome. Now, you've only been out here for about 7 months, you said, right?
Yeah.
What studios are you working with now, or you haven't gotten familiar with any yet?
Mostly they're friends and their studio, but there's a really good studio that I want to promote called Urban Beats. Urban Beats is a place, they have 2 locations, actually 3 locations in downtown, off Market Street in Pacific Beach. Urban Beats is a group of people and individuals that work for Pathways, and that's like a mental health program for the state, basically. And so it's a state-funded program, and they let teens from the age of 16, 15, to 26 be able to creatively express themselves when they're going through those mental issues. And that's one studio that I've been involved with, and a studio that is really making some strides here in this city, San Diego.
Oh, but it's called Urban Beats, correct?
Yes.
Awesome. So check them out, Urban Beats. They seem to have multiple locations around San Diego. They're supported by Pathways, which is for mental health for 16 to 26-year-olds. Definitely want to get in that if you're a young artist and you're looking to find an avenue for you to express yourself. It seems like Jehlad out here is helping put various places on the map, and so are we here at GoHamRadio.com, giving opportunity, help, and mentorship. So check out Urban Beats. Check out Jehlad, and make sure you're checking out Che Cafe, because this is definitely a safe space for everybody. Yes. It's on the campus of UCSD. Great artwork. It's super dope. Come check it out. Have a drink. Che Cafe stands for Cheap Healthy Eats. Che Cafe. So you can come out here, find some vegan food and some good yerba mate for your cravings. So what's something that you would like to tell the audience watching? What's something that you would like them to know about you and your movement?
I think that we all just need to, start loving each other a little more. I know it sounds cliche, but, there's a lot of things that are going on in this world that make people really disillusioned, and they don't really, appreciate that everyday experience that we have with just getting to know each other as people. And it can be, like I said, it can be casted on, and you can forget that we all are, here in the same boat, and we all should really just appreciate each other as much as possible and appreciate our presence. So everyone just love each other.
Definitely. You heard it right here on GoHamRadio.com. Jehlad exclusive interview on the pink carpet. Remember to love yourself, and tune into GoHamRadio.com all day, every day, where you can hear independent artists like Jehlad as well as other major artists on 24/7. Peace, fam.
This has been a GoHamRadio.com exclusive.